This week was a big one for developers as Microsoft held their annual developers conference, Microsoft Build, online for 48 hours straight for free. Since I use Microsoft Visual Studio Code as my primary coding editor and I'm very interested to see what's new with the Edge browser, I'll definitely be more than a little preoccupied. I would, however, like to keep my current momentum going by posting regularly. So I was glad when a friend suggested that I share what's on my computer. This will definitely be a less time-consuming video to make, and I can focus on the learning as much as I can at the online conference. If you want some ideas on what apps you could be using to improve your work from home, keep watching.
She say I'm a triple, honey, welcome to Trivago. Tell me who you know, who is you tripping for a follow? Ball in the air like Showtime at the Apollo. Puffing up your chest, the next thing you know.
I wore a cap in my last video to hide this unruly mop of hair, but I'm starting to embrace the look. Hi there, I'm Francois. I like exploring ways that I can make my technology work for me. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and hit the bell if you want to be notified first when new videos are released. So to start off, just want to go up here and I just want to see what I'm running. I'm running the latest version of Mac OS, it's Catalina, and I'm running it on a very old 11-inch MacBook Air. Don't even think Apple sells it anymore, 2014 model. So my MacBook, although still capable, is quite old and will probably need to be replaced soon. So yeah, so let's go to the apps. The first app that I'm going to talk about is the one that I'm currently using to record this video, and it's the screenshot app that comes with the operating system. So that's kind of a built-in app. So I use that to record my screen and records the voice as well. The mic is plugged into the computer and that's how you can hear me so clearly. This is my dock, and these are probably my most used apps. So starting next to the screenshot app, we've got the 1Password. It's probably my favorite app. It's the app that I use every day. It's 1Password, so basically you need to remember 1Password, and I'll just type in my 1Password. You won't be able to see it. Okay, so I type in that 1Password, and then I've got all my logins, my secure notes, credit cards, identities, passwords, documents, and stuff like that. I've put it on this page, so there's not much to see here. This is just my Azure thing. The password is hidden until you show it. I won't obviously show it on here. And it lets you save a very difficult password, and you don't need to remember it. You just need to remember your 1Password that unlocks all of this, and then it saves all your passwords. I have 352 passwords. There's also a watchtower that will tell you if you've got duplicates and stuff like that. I need to do some maintenance on that where I've done duplicate passwords. And for my very important things like my Google account and my Apple account, I have two-factor authentication. So that's always useful to have, just to have that extra level of security. But as I said, I use this every day to log into sites and stuff like that. And it's actually all over. It's on my phone and it's also on my browser. And I'll show you that now when I go to the browser next. So I'm just going to close this. In fact, I'll just minimize it again. And then Google Chrome is my browser of choice. The reason is that while you are studying web development, a lot of the courses use Google Chrome because it's a fantastic browser and it just integrates so well with the Google ecosystem. That's what I have. I use Momentum, which is this kind of like a productivity tool which can show you your focus. You can have your notes here, your to do. I'm not going to go into any of these because I'm not sure if there's things that I don't want people to see in there. But I put this because I'm obviously shooting the main footage for YouTube today. This is actually the video that I'm shooting right now. And you can see it's a little quote as well. Okay, on the top here, as I said, there's my 1Password over there. So once I click into my 1Password, then I just need to add the password again. And then when I log into sites, then I can have access to that. I have some other tools here. Some of them is for YouTube, keywords everywhere, and vidIQ. Some of them is for web development. So you can go into any site and you can see what it runs, what font they use. You can have an HTML3 generator and things like that. You can also see where all the divs and stuff are and what JSON they're using. This is Momentum. This is basically what runs this. And yeah, I'm in here most of the time as a learner web developer. This is my home. This is my main app that I use. And these are just all my bookmarks over here. It's mostly my sites my security, some educational sites, my work stuff, some developer stuff, and then some other stuff that I'm looking into and things like that. Some YouTube stuff over here as well. So yeah, so this is my browser of choice that I use a lot. Okay, so the next one is Trello. And basically I use Trello for my YouTube videos workflow. I don't use it for much anything else, but I'm learning that it's a very useful app, and I might just use it for my other workflows. So basically the whole concept from preparing to shoot, ready to shoot, preparing for edit, and all of those things I do over here. I got this idea, obviously, it's not my own idea. I got it from someone called Primal Video. And if I go up here, I get a lot of my YouTube ideas from watching their videos. And this is their site, such a useful YouTube channel. And I think they really try very hard to just help learner YouTubers and stuff like that, just to get set up and things like that, and just have a good YouTube experience and to learn things. And for me, it's been a fantastic resource over there. So I get a lot of my ideas from them. You're allowed to obviously use some of their ideas. Obviously don't copy their stuff without recognition, so I just thought I'd give a shout out to them. Okay, so that's Trello. I've opened it so that you don't see any of my upcoming videos over there. That's to the left over there, my ideas and things that I have in the pipeline and things like that. But these are ideas that I'm kind of working on and templates. Okay. The next thing is my Focus to Do app. I actually done a talk on this now. I don't know if I opened this in the right place, but okay, so yeah, I think this is all okay to show. I have a lot of projects and I upload my things sometimes early in the morning. I don't like to use my main Wi-Fi for that, and some of my creativity stuff. Then I want to do some of my home stuff. I hate ironing. So it's just been since the 19th, yesterday. Oh, okay. And then there's some work stuff over there, and some reading as well. And not everything is meant to be worked on a Pomodoro technique, but I just use this as a reminder app as well, sometimes in conjunction with my Google Task app, just to remind me of things that I want to do or that I need to do. So I'm just going to minimize that one as well. Moving on. Visual Studio Code is the place where I go to code, and I love this app. I absolutely love this app. You can code in any language. You can get all sorts of extensions for it. You can link up to GitHub. It's just an amazing tool. This is just my code for my actual website. So as you can see, you can link up to GitHub. I use GitHub from the command line, so I don't actually use it with this, but you could do that. And you can see, you can even have a debugger and extensions and things like that. So this is a fantastic tool. I absolutely love it. Okay, and let's move on, minimize that one. And then I have Excel. So Excel is my spreadsheet of choice. I still maintain that Microsoft Excel is probably one of the best spreadsheet tools out there. I use that a lot. I use it on here as well. This that I have open over here is for my last video, and I was just doing some keyword research, just trying to see which keywords people search for and things like that, and trying to optimize my video, my titles and my tags and things like that, and also my script for the keywords so that it works better in Google's search engine optimization, SEO. So all these tricks that you learn from on YouTube, especially from Primal Video and things like that. Yeah, so I use vidIQ a lot, and I also use TubeBuddy now. So, and then I sometimes look at other people's titles just to see what they're doing. I don't copy it, obviously. I just try to see how many search items they have. So I use Google Calendar a lot. I'm currently not even using iCloud Calendar. I use my Google Calendar, but I've integrated it onto here because Google Calendar is on the web. I don't think you can download it to Mac. You can probably to iPhone and to iPad, but you can't to Mac, I don't think. And so I use the built-in Apple Calendar, but I use information that I have from Google Calendar, which means I can just use my Android phone as well, and then I can just move on and just kind of like work with that in sync. That's fantastic. You can see I'm supposed to be shooting main footage now, and it's almost lunchtime, and then we go back to Microsoft Build, and tomorrow we'll edit. I don't use Microsoft Word a lot. I use it at work, but I don't use it a lot at home. And so I prefer to, even when I'm doing some work stuff, I prefer to use Pages. And these are just some of the things that I've created myself. A lot of people at work use Microsoft Word, obviously. I like this because it's almost like a book, and you can kind of like click on these things over here. You can click on the table of contents and go to the experiment that you need to, and you can look at it. So I'm trying to optimize this. I was going to use it with my iPad, but we all know what happened to my iPad. We're not going to cry about that. But yeah, but it's still good to have this here. So that is Pages. And then I'm currently using Apple Music. I used to use Spotify, but I tried Apple Music out on the Android phone as well, so on my Mara phone. And so I currently have a subscription of that running, and I have my Spotify kind of ending. I tried to get the free trial of Apple Music, but because I've already had the free trial when I had an iPhone, I had to use I had to pay for it. So, but it's only 60 Rand. So I'm currently paying for Spotify and Apple Music. But I thought, I'll make a video about that, so it's not a total loss. In the video about my website, I mentioned how the courses on Udemy helped me set that up. Yesterday, I was happy to see that DSTV is offering their customers access to 600 free online courses on Udemy. So now you can learn more in lockdown with DSTV and Udemy. The offer is valid until the end of July, so lots of time for you to brush up on skills or learn a new one. Premium subscribers are also promised a $5 voucher, that's 91 Rand at the time of recording, which they can use towards Udemy's paid-for courses. You will have to download the DSTV app to gain access to this great deal. I will leave links in the description below. Check out some of my other videos and don't forget to subscribe if you like to see my new videos when they are released. Thanks for watching. Yeah.